Hello YouTube. This is going to be a video on my latest puzzle, the 9x9 barrel cube. So this is now, I guess, what could be considered the world record barrel cube at the moment. It was made out of a Xingqiao 9x9, and the turning on this side's pretty good. These layers, very nice. It's a little more stiff. Tensioning was a bit of an issue with this puzzle. You can see it has some issues with the screws. Some of them are not tensionable anymore, and one of them is hanging on by a thread, but it seems to be pretty strong. So all that. So all these turns. This one's kind of a little bit locky at times. Stuck to something. These two pieces. Oh, there we go. Just a little bit of spray paint or something. I don't know. Glued together. But anyways, yeah. So this puzzle was quite a challenging puzzle to make. The 8x8 is the last puzzle that you can make without extending pieces. So this puzzle not only has pieces filled in, like on just a 5x5 barrel, it has pieces extended, like these pieces on a 7x7 cutter cube. And it has a combination of that makes this puzzle very time consuming. My goal was to get, I guess you could call it speed cubing in a sense. My goal was sub 28 hours total for this puzzle. That's how much time I estimated it was going to take, and it took a bit more time than that. I did keep track of every single hour that I spent on this, and it came out to 27 hours 50 minutes, so pretty much 28 hours. So that's a long time. And the craziest part is this might not be the world record for the next 38 hours. So this puzzle might be the world record for less time than the raw amount of time it took to make it. Because I've gotten word that someone, like I told a couple people about this 9x9 barrel cube before I even started, and someone has decided that they're going to beat my record before I even finished it. So someone is already working on the 11x11 barrel cube, solely in the purpose of beating this puzzle, because now this is the world record. And apparently this should be done in the next couple days, or maybe even as early as tomorrow. So if this puzzle's a couple days old, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so this is not going to be a world record for very long. I still definitely want to make it 11x11 barrel cube. This was just such an awesome mod. I had probably the best time I've ever spent cubing, modding this puzzle. I had a great time. Anyways, and cool thing you can see here is that these pieces stick up here when you turn it like this. When you turn, say, this puzzle, it's kind of a nice flat, kind of rounded, like this face merges seamlessly with the curve, and that's because nothing's extended. On this one, it doesn't. It has this edge, and that's because every single one of these pieces was built up. So yeah, I mean, you can imagine building up every single piece in this 5x9 bar. So imagine extending every piece in a 5x5x9. So that's kind of the scale, and then extending more pieces or filling in more pieces than this cube. So yeah, it definitely has a lot of pieces to it. And oh yeah, I forgot to do these turns. These are the not shape-shifting turns. They're very nice. They're very good considering the fact that this was an extended puzzle. I mean, this could be turned with one finger. It's just nothing to hang on to. So very, very smooth. And I couldn't have been happier with how this turned out in terms of turning. The pieces, however, I'm not too impressed with how that turned out. I made a couple mistakes on this puzzle, and the main one was I used way too much epoxy sculpt. So I used too much epoxy sculpt, and that means that I could not, or at least not within any reasonable time scale, sand it down by hand. So I had to use the Dremel to sand down the pieces. So it kind of scratched into a couple pieces a little too deep, and I tried to refill them and stuff, but I guess you guys can see the... Oh my god, this camera doesn't zoom. Sorry guys. It really shows off the colors, but it doesn't zoom. I'm gonna get a much better camera soon. But yeah, I can't really show you guys the up-close quality. So yeah, I guess what you guys probably want to see is a scramble. So let's scramble this puzzle up. I'll tell you guys right now, I am not going to disassemble this puzzle by any means. It is way too long to disassemble this puzzle. It takes roughly 2 hours without stickers. With stickers, it'll probably take 3 hours because of just how many pieces there is to like how many mirrors. Like the ordinary 9x9 has like, I think it's 19 different kinds of pieces. This has at least 3 mirrors for all that, so almost 60 different kinds of pieces, I'm pretty sure, something around there. So it's kind of crazy. Alright, I think that's a pretty good non-shapeshifted scramble. So I guess, yeah, here, we'll just look at that for a second. If I'm to turn just these outer 2 layers and then turn it, I guess you do get this sort of flush, but then it actually bumps up into the roundness. So this is the plane of where it was originally, and then this whole bump is where it was extended. So yeah, that gives you guys an idea of how it was extended. So I have not scrambled this. I just got around to finishing this. I wanted to get this puzzle up, this video up as soon as possible, because this record might hold for a long time, and I want to get enough people to see it. So yeah, okay. Wow. This is a shapeshifter. I had a hard time solving the ordinary 9x9. This is not going to be easy. I'm pretty sure it's not going to have that problem of what the 8x8 had, where there was the little L-shaped pieces that popped, because there is no little L-shaped pieces. Okay. Yeah, this is really difficult to get all the layers in alignment because there's just so much going on. Okay, let's get that. Turn it there. It's getting to be pretty good, but still not quite. Yeah, wow. This is not because the puzzle doesn't turn good. It turns good once you get the layers going. It's just very, yeah, see now that the layer's going. It turns very nicely, and, sorry, I don't know if that was in frame. Kind of got a little focused on the puzzle there, sorry. Okay. Oh my god. Layer alignment is definitely a concern here. It corner cuts okay, but it's a little bit loose because of the tensioning. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good scramble. So that's a pretty crazy looking thing right there. I can't believe I have to go and solve that now. Yeah, like you can see, not only is there these pieces here, but there's pieces sticking up, like you can see there's these edges here, and then there's just this jagged edge sticking up, and then there's pieces dipping into the puzzle, and little edges. The corners actually on this puzzle are pretty big compared to other corners. Like you see on the 5x5, the corners are actually pretty small, but on this one they're proportionally a lot bigger. Oops. and you can get a sticker on top. I know on the 8x8 barrel, I don't know if there's a sticker on top. I'm pretty sure there wasn't, but it definitely has the space for that now. So yeah, that's a pretty good scramble there. I guess I'll really quickly scramble this up for comparison. This one's obviously a lot easier to turn, and they turn similar, just less corner cutting on the 9x9. And I thought this was kind of a crazy one when I first made it to solve, and this is it's a bit more of a beast. Alright, yeah, look at that. That is just, oh my god. That's giving me one crazy saw, and I can only imagine the 11x11 is just going to be nuts. And size comparison here, now that it's scrambled, I guess it doesn't really matter that much, but 7x7, it is way bigger than a 7x7 because it's made out of a Xingqiao 9x9. And I don't think too many people have the 9x9 at the moment because it just came out. And yeah. Whew. Oh man, I hope I don't regret scrambling this. Oh, we got a pop right here. Can I? Yeah, there we go. Pops in right nice. Alright, so I guess pieces do pop. So yeah, that's the 9x9